This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. The last episode, we finally made our ways through whatever was in front of Tiens Landing, made it to Tiens Landing, came across some spirits that were infecting the land, and we came across a hoity-toity woman who looked down on us, and she came so close to telling us we were garbage, and we find her strangely attractive. I mean, we have to keep an eye on her. Silk Fox is what she called herself, and well, she seems to know a bit more than what she's talking about Death's Hand and stuff like that, so we'll keep an eye on her. But today we're going to explore Tien's Landing with Sagacious Zoo. We're going to leave the lovely Dawnstar behind for now. I might have to reset my console. We're kind of getting slow down here. Stranger, forgive me for being so forward, but you are wise, and you will turn around and leave this cursed, miserable town. Oh, maybe I should make her the granny voice instead.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Hush, daughter. You must treat strangers with respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet.
Who are you? Why'd you leave town? Warning, you won't scare me away, peasant. You won't scare me away, peasant.
My apologies, great lord. It's my haste and worry. I did not realize I just went so far above my humble station. Please forgive me. I only sought to spare you the misfortune and suffering that falls upon all those who visit Tien's Landing. Actually, I'm doing my old man voice instead of my old lady voice. I don't do old lady voice very often, so. Who are you? I'm Tian Yifong, a simple villager. I have lived all my life here in Tien's Landing, and now I must take my daughter and venture out to the wilderness.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Though impulsive, my daughter Fuya speaks truly. The great dam downriver is open. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. Great, this is the exposition lady, apparently. The people are starving, and pirates terrorize the town. Our leader, Minister Sheng, seems powerless to do anything, so we choose to try our luck in the wilderness. I would think it must be really bad if you're willing to deal with bandits and the local flora and fauna. Wolf, anyone? Yeah. Don't leave. Perhaps I can save the town. What good would Ryan do? Why not find yourself a solution? Your cowardice. What solution? Good would Ryan do? Why not find a solution? Well, we're trying to be Discord, close fist people, so your cowardice endangers your daughter. Flee, peasant. You don't know the whole story. Minister Sheng would probably pay someone to close the dam, but no one's brave enough to make the journey. There are dark things up there. It's a payment, huh? Some claim it is ghosts trying to torment us. Some think us as pirates. I don't know. All I know is that there seems to be no way to get to that great dam closed again. Do you think things will be better if you leave town? The wilderness is very dangerous, so you take the power's path. So you take the coward's path into worse dangers? I have heard of the dangers, wild animals and worse men. Pirates and slavers who swoop down in the flyers of unwary travelers.
The pirates are Gao the Greater's men. He has holdings near here, and access to quite a lot of flyers, as you've seen.
I have never heard of Gao the Greater, but pirates have terrorized the region for many weeks. Anyone wandering the wilderness knows they'll risk being caught by those slavers.
Well, we did say something about needing a new flying source, so we might check out that Gao the Greater's area and maybe steal one of his things. And I guess this exposition lady was good to run into in the first place.
Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, it's better than sitting in Tien's Landing waiting to die.
I guess. I don't know. Civilization is pretty good compared to like what you're talking about, but you must have a plan, lady. Why did the Great Dam open? If the dam is open, why is the river so low? Can you tell me more about the pirates? Where's Fuya's father? I'll let you be. Where's Fuya's father?
Life in a small town on the edge of the Empire can be hard, and many people die untimely deaths. What more need be said on the subject?
Oh, so he just died from something. Great. Well, I guess he's not a main character or a main side character, so I guess it's not that big of a deal.
The survivors may carry on the best they can. No Fuya, or whatever, and I should be on our way. If we must brave the wilderness, I'd rather do it with the sun still in the sky.
Why did the Great Dam open?
I don't know. Mr. Shane doesn't know. Nobody knows. The town is dying. I'd rather try my luck out in the wilderness than stay here.
If the dam is open, why is the river so low? The dam is downriver from us. Why it was closed? When it was closed, the water backed up and drained very slowly, causing the level of the river to rise. Now it is open. The water is flowing too fast and low where it flows at all. Most ships cannot weather it. The town is cut off. That is why we're leaving. No, I guess desolation, I guess, is bad. Can you tell me more about the pirates? I haven't seen any myself, but they are there. I have friends who have seen them and others have disappeared. It's more than mere rumors. That's why I've chosen to take Fu out into the wilderness. At least there will be a fighting chance. With what? Alright, well, I'll let you be underway. Farewell, honored traveler. If you must enter Tiens Landing, speak with Minister Shing in the town square. But a better plan would be to get away while you can. Quest received, huh? Alright, get out of here. Go on. You're not doing it. You're not helping the town anyway, so you just whenever things get down, you just run away. Alright, whatever. What the?
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
You are accosting this lady, but it seems like she seems to have a stance that indicates she knows what she's doing, but leave her alone. You answer to me. I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want to watch while you rough her up. Yeah, let's see. She can handle herself. If she can't handle you three dolts, then she's not worth helping in the first place. I just want to watch while you rough her up.
You've got a smart mouth. Let's see how smart it is after I knock out all your teeth.
Okay. All right. We didn't really care, but if you insist, I guess. All right. Well, luckily we got a miss. Okay. Trying to get this going, and then doing that. There we go. All right. Huh. Why'd he break out of his frozen faster? Like, when I was fighting Silk Fox, she was frozen for, like, a really long time. This guy, like, broke out of it, like, almost immediately. I guess it really depends on... who you, Oh, come on! Oh, man. Alright, let's switch to our weapon here and get some damage going on there. Should beef up my, luckily this weapon stuns people when you do a combo correctly. Then... Yeah, okay, sometimes the, like, whatever strikes you want to call it where you get certain abilities don't always work properly. I've noticed if I'm, like, if there's only one left, a lot of the enemy do tend to, like, gravitate towards me for some reason. Probably because I'm the main character, so... Well, I didn't want to fight them because they seemed like a bunch of wussies.
Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
What are you talking about, Sagacious Zhu? Children? Giving people good homes? Are you the badass with a heart of gold? Man, what a badass. Hey man, that badass gives money to orphans. Orphans with diseases. You two know each other? Or child what child? Yeah. Child what child?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Huh, so she is a soldier. That immediately puts her on the top of my like list. Female soldiers, hot. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Actually, I do find women in roles like soldiers and stuff like that quite attractive. Although you're not here to hear me spout on about weird stuff like that. So anyway, back to the game. Let's see. Who was this child? Where's this child now? This doesn't really concern me.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Su mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name?
Well, at first, if you're not too busy, perhaps we could have dinner somewhere. I'm trained after Master Lee of Two Rivers. My master name is suddenly the Glorious Strategist. What do you have an interest in that? It's like, are we really going to be spouting out that suddenly is the Glorious Strategist? There'd be two ways to react to that. Like, one, just laughing at you with how silly it is, or two, we're putting the Lotus Assassins on our tail. We probably don't want them at us right now. So, why do you have an interest in that?
I am charged with finding the protege of a dear friend. With the river preventing travel, you must be from further out on the borderlands, the direction he said to look. After seeing you fight, I have no doubt. I fought under his command. I see his teachings in your moves. Sun Li is your master, and you are the one I am to meet.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus Assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The Glorious Strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Ready? He was talking about preparing for a certain situation. Maybe the Glorious Strategist was as good as we thought he was. We just thought he was kind of dumb for letting... Wait, if that's the case, then he knew that I wonder. I'm probably rambling too much. Master Lee told me he was because I'm a student. How do you know? He must have given his orders long ago. You're very loyal or very foolish. Or very loyal or foolish. This is too convenient. Master Lee could not anticipate I would crash. Yeah, that's exactly. This is too convenient. Master Lee could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The Glorious Strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted enough to be contacted after Dirge fell. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
That is a bit crazy. Attacking a dragon that apparently, according to him, is a goddess of rebirth. So wait, wouldn't that stop the rebirth process if you stole their powers? I wonder. Think about that later. Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed. Arrogance, yes, but also audacious. Not much of a god if she fell to not much of a god if she fell to the Emperor's bluster.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
So are you telling me that the Great Palace now has a carcass of a dead dragon in there somewhere? I don't know if that's cool or gross. Might be both. The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power. This act by the Emperor is why Master Lee went into hiding. How could the Emperor kill a god? Why hasn't anyone mentioned the burning of Dirge before? What do you know about the Great Wheel or the celestial bureaucracy? How could an Emperor kill a god?
The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain and Dirge fell, she became vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens.
Didn't that watery tart that's been talking to us tell us that she was the water dragon, or am I thinking of something else? I think she said that, didn't we, when she talked to us? So that's where Spirit is. Or Spirit's just hanging around us, apparently, for some reason. So, So she just needs to get back to her body or something. She's just now messing with us now. Great. Take the one. What do you know about the Great Wheel or the celestial bureaucracy? Isn't it great to know that in the afterlife that the gods also deal with red tape?
The Great Wheel is a way to envision the cycle of rebirth. I believe that when something dies, it is reborn as something else, after some form of assessment, of course. The celestial bureaucracy is said to govern the heavens. Just as cities have minor officials, existence is delegated across many entities, some more grand than others. Or so some choose to believe. It is probably better explained by a philosopher. I know as much as any person that has seen their share of death.
I see. As regards to that question, the Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power?
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
You know, the only bad thing is if you don't bring Dawnstar to this conversation, you lose out on a lot of little, information about the Lotus Assassins and Sagacious Zoo's story. I mean, you can learn little bits later on, but yeah, that's the problem with, like, sometimes you almost want to have certain characters with you at certain times. So, like, with if you have Dawnstar, she'll have her own thing to point in, but it won't have, like, major plot. Well, actually, maybe it would. It's been a while. Well, let's just say you get different information with different characters. So, a good reason to either make different saves or replay the game with different party members and stuff like that. No wonder Master Li hates an Emperor. I can't believe Master Li banned his family. Why did Master Li do this? What's so special about me? I can't believe Master Li abandoned his family.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear. It is time to continue your training, and I am honored to add to the basics that Sun Li instilled. A brief description should reinforce the style you saw me use.
So are we going to have a montage of where we're training you and getting better? Or are we just going to get it off? Or are we just going to get it, like, easy peasy with a snap? I'm always ready to learn. You presume to teach me. Shouldn't we talk about the water dragon or rescuing Master Li? You presume to teach me?
Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Alright, we got one of the most useful abilities in the game. Yeah, you know how they talk about how, like, certain characters have weaknesses and strengths and stuff like that, and how the Toad Spirit, when we first fought them, was immune to certain, like, elements. Yeah, certain creatures in the game are also immune to physical damage in terms of your melee. So this ability allows you to get your key back. But you have to smack people to do it. This is probably one of the few skills I do upgrade pretty quickly because I end up using it for pretty much the rest of the game. I mean, if you know how to fight in battles, you might not have to severely rely on Spirit Thief, but it's definitely a unique skill or a good skill to to consider upgrading just because of the ability to get your key back. Because, yeah, key is used for beefing up your abilities in magic and healing yourself, as she said. So, alright, we get Spirit Thief. So now it's one of our abilities. And she goes inside the tea house to where if we need to talk to her about other things. We'll need to read this book stand while we're here, shall we? The Shadow in the Trees. Travelers in the great southern forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomenon. Aside from the hospitality of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness, and the verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures, unlike any seen anywhere else in the Empire. The strangest tales are those of a shadow amongst the trees that seem to follow visitors to the forest. Philosophers, hoping to reflect in the peace of the forest, often report feeling watched, and the patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting amongst the trees. Despite the apparently otherworldly nature of this figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysterious of the forest. Well then. Alright, let's keep looking around. Yeah, we got her for plot and other such things, but we've got a lot more people and places to check and see, so let's keep on with it. No chi! Oh, great. We got a crying lady. Let's talk to the crying lady. Probably got a quest.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
Who are you? What's wrong? Your sobbing is annoying me.
Of course. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm sorry. Please, I don't want any trouble. I've got enough trouble as it is.
What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
Oh, by the way, the reason I'm not like completely disavowing every character that I run across, because if you do that, you do miss out on like certain items and quests. And there are ways to solve quests with a Harmony and Discord type of thing, like in previous BioWare titles. So sometimes, yeah, if you're truly role playing, you can completely just bypass everyone and just like say, no, I don't want to do that. And you can do that. I try to want to get experience in other things as well. So I'm usually mean to someone, but I still do the quest anyway, and then try to do the Discord option if that's possible. If there is no Discord option, then I'll just accept the Harmony and get the money or whatever. So, but there's got to be more to the story. I'll take care of the slugs for you. How much can you pay me? This isn't my problem. Yeah, we'll go the. I mean, that's just the pure rejection route. So, but how much can you pay me?
For the life of my fiancé? I will give you my entire dowry. Bay is a good man who will marry me even without it. And my dowry is a small price to pay to keep him alive.
That's a pretty big deal in a lot of old societies about the dowry. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, it's a deal. I'll take care of this. This isn't pretty. We can still reject her, so I'll keep the dowry. Or keep the dowry. I'll help you anyway. Nope. It's a deal. I'll take care of those thugs for you.
Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
I think you get Harmony if you choose to reject the reward, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we want the reward at least. Was there anything back here? Okay, there was. I guess I had too little focus, so now I got caught on fire. A bar of nickel iron, huh? That's random. I think that's a plot item, if I remember correctly. Oh, can't even get over there anyway. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's check plot items. Bar of nickel iron. This bar of made of iron alloyed with nickel, producing a far stronger metal, referred to by some smiths as steeled iron, or simply steel. We got a few missions as well. The Beaten Baker. A young woman named Lon has asked you to help her fiancé, a baker named Bay. Every day he gets beaten up by thugs down by the pier. Understandably, she wants someone to do something about it. Bay is usually down by beggars pier in the southeast section of Tiens Landing. Hui the Brave. Hui the Brave is a trusted and very loyal servant of Master Li. Upon his order, she has waited many years in Tiens Landing, preparing for your arrival. She seems eager to share with you what she knows, having waited so long for this moment. Speak with Hui. Speak with Hui in the tea house. She has waited a long time to share with you what she knows about Master Li and your destiny. It's your destiny. Find a new flyer. The flyer you took from Gao's men in Two Rivers proved as untrustworthy as its original owners. Pirates around the village of Tien's Landing seem to have similar devices. However, so it may seem worth your time to try and seek it out. Speak with Master Shing. Mr. Shing may have some insight into the pirates and where they acquired the flyers. Speak to him in the center of town. The Great Dam. The Great Dam downriver by Tien's Landing is open, and now the Silkworm River is running fast and lower than it has for years. It is impossible for larger vessels to navigate, essentially cutting off the town for the trade that sustains it. Mr. Shing in the town square can provide more details. Yeah, it says the same thing. We already know about the women in black. Okay, we can skip out that way. Okay, so... But yeah, I'll try to be rude during conversations, but to get the most reward without going pure harmony, I will just take full rewards and not reject them. Now, if I was playing harmony, I would obviously reject the reward and get the most points for that, because I'm one of those people that just goes all in when it comes to those types of types of story or playthroughs. Like, there are ways to you could easily take the reward for a lot of stuff and still get harmony choices and all that. So, what's this chest? What's in this chest? Is a flawed monk gem. That's the one I think for key, right? Isn't it? Let's see. Flawed monk gem. Oh no, that's just the. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Whoops. Yeah, there's little treasures just kind of all over the place. Really, you just kind of have to look around. Let's see. Just money. Still, we need that anyway. Alright. I'm just kind of filling out the map, making sure I don't miss any... Okay, we'll go that way later. I'm just, making sure I don't miss any little things or details. Okay. Oh, and that spirit orb's still there. I'll take that. Alright. Peasant, do you have anything to say?
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
Okay. How about Gafoo the Sweet? Gafoo?
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tien's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
Look, lady, I'm a main protagonist. I can't just leave even if I wanted to. That would just be boring and into the game already. Who are you? Why should I leave? You can't tell me... goodbye. You can't tell me what to do, peasant.
Forgive me, Great One. I meant no offense. I only meant that you should leave our town because it is doomed. I was only trying to warn you. Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can.
Who are you to tell me such things?
I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tien's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else.
Maybe they were calling you Gafoo this week because you were a nice person, but you may be right. They might be making fun of you. Why do you wish that?
Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can.
Sounds like he's a terrible elected official. Oh, Zhang, I'm only an elected official. I can't make decisions by myself. Tell me about the troubles here.
You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about, too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery.
I know what's going on, Leigh. I already had an exposition dump earlier in the before, but I was just asking again just to reiterate. But anyway, why is the river so low if the dam is open?
The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it.
I want to know more about the dam. I want more about this dam.
The dam was built nearly 20 years ago, causing the river to rise. Now the dam is open, and the river has fallen so low no ships can navigate it. Tiens Landing cannot survive without the river, but nobody in the town dares to go into the ruins to close the dam. The ruins are haunted with the spirits of the dead.
You tell me these ruins are haunted? No, maybe I can close the dam for you. Of course, okay. Haunted ruins. Tell me more.
It's bad luck to speak of such things. Old Way in the town might tell you more. He's too old to care about ghosts and curses, but I have enough bad luck already.
Don't speak of the dead, huh? They'll curse you or something like that. Maybe I can close the dam for you.
A generous offer, Great One, but the gate leading to the ruins is locked. If you want to close the dam, you'll have to get the key from Minister Sheng. I'm sure he'd be glad to give you a key to the gate. Nobody else will risk going into the ruins because of the ghosts.
Maybe, not that I really care about closing the dam, but there might be a reward in it for us, so that might be the way to go. How do I find Master Sheng?
There's a road off to the right just beyond this tea house. Keep following it up until you reach the town square. Minister Sheng is usually there.
It's actually pretty easy to find. It's like you really don't need instructions. Like there's only so many places to go in this place. I have more questions for you.
Of course, Great One. I would be honored to answer whatever questions you may have.
I've already... Do you have your coin per... Ooh. I need to find a flyer, some other kind of airship.
Airship? I have only heard of such things. Graceful ships that sail through the air? I've always longed to see one, but I'm just a simple peasant. Perhaps Minister Sheng would know something of this. He once lived in the Imperial City. I have heard the skies above it are filled with airships.
So you used to be an Imperial politician, huh? You might know some things. Now we already said about that. Did I ask her about the troubles yet? Tell me about the troubles here.
You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the rivers... The merchants... And if that...
Yeah, we were... Okay, we were asked about that. Let me ask her... I don't think we asked her about the pirates, though. I have questions about the pirates.
I wish I could help you, Great One, but I am only a humble peasant woman. All I know about pirates is to try and avoid them. Maybe Sheng knows more. I'm sure he'd do all he could to help you get rid of the pirates threatening the town. After all, he is our Imperial Minister.
Well, at least you know your place, lady, about being a peasant. No, just kidding. Okay. Let me ask her... God, this is running a little bit longer than expected, but I want to get this out of the way before next episode, so I have questions about the town.
What is it you wish to know?
So I might make this a little long. Why is this town called Tiens Landing?
I'm afraid I don't know, honored stranger. You should speak with Lishan the Talkative. If anyone would know the tale, he would. You could probably find him wandering around the town somewhere, wasting time and looking for people willing to listen to his stories.
So he's a local gossip, huh? That makes sense, especially with the name The Talkative. Where can I buy and sell things?
If you go around the side of the tea house, you'll see a path leading up to the town square, the highest point in Tiens Landing. What few goods the merchants have are for sale there. They have very little, however, since the town is cut off.
I wonder if that means they'll be expensive. I guess we'll have to find out. Who's in charge here? Well, we know already, but we're going to ask it anyway.
Minister Sheng is the duly appointed minister for this region. He is trying to hold the town together as well as he can, but it is not easy.
Doing a pretty bad job of it, apparently. Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Do you have your coin purse on you? I think I have an idea where this is going.
Yes, I do. Why do you ask?
Never mind, I want to ask you something. I need your silvers to help me save the town.
I am poor, honored one. I do not know how my few pitiful coins can help you. Besides, I need them for myself.
Alright, let's see how we can convince her to give up her livelihood for us. Intuition, Tiens Landing is your home. Don't you care about it? Charm, if you help me in the troubles, everybody benefits. You're right, keep your silver. Intimidation, give me your silver. The greater good The greater good demands it.
Please don't hurt me, Great One. I'm just a poor peasant woman. I can't resist you. Take my silver, take everything I have. Just don't hurt me.
I can't resist you. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and we got some silver. Probably not worth it to destroy this woman's livelihood, but there's not like we're going to talk to her ever again. So, all right, well, we've got to start in Tien's Landing. Yeah, we haven't made much. Let's see if I can show you the map. Yeah, we've only tackled a little bit. Well, it's one of those games, folks. So, in the next episode of Jade Empire, we'll continue exploring Tien's Landing, talk to these the cook and dishwasher, and go into the tea house. Oh, we're making progress, folks. No, don't worry, it's not that bad. It was just, but you know, these games take a while to get into. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.